Hey guys, it's Todd Does It, and today we're making stuffed mushrooms. Okay, so the first thing you're doing is taking your mushroom, and you're going to go ahead then and hollow it out. We used a spoon here, so you just kind of dig out the stem with the mushroom. Okay, scrape out the inside. And then put the insides all in a bowl. So we have a whole bunch here. We've already done that, and you can see these are all the mushrooms we have. The next step is we have about a pound of bacon here, grilling up in the pan. And we're going to cook these down and make it nice and crispy. So then after that, we're going to go ahead then and crush up all the little insides of the mushrooms, the stems, any extra mushrooms we have, any of the scooped parts out, and so forth. This is going to be part of our filling. Along with that, we'll have other ingredients such as some breadcrumbs. We make ours gluten-free, which we'll just use gluten-free breadcrumbs, a little bit of bacon and so forth, and some parsley. So we'll chop that stuff up and we'll be back. So here I have Italian parsley. I'm going to go ahead then and rinse it and then chop this up. Alright, so we chopped up this about a little bit more than a cup of Italian parsley. We're going to go ahead then and put it in the bowl along with the crushed up stems and mushrooms. So we'll go ahead and do that right now. So we're putting it in here and just mixing it in with everything else, just kind of nice and evenly. It's okay, a lot of this stuff is going to cook down or bake down anyway. So just mix it up nice and thoroughly. Okay, the next step, what we're going to do is take char bread. We're making it gluten-free. And we're going to take a couple pieces, about 3 slices, and we're going to break them up real small, just kind of crumble it in there. This bread works pretty good to help keep everything together. So getting everything all nice and good. And again, just adding the char bread. I found that the char probably works the best compared to some of the other brands, but you can use whatever kind of gluten-free bread you want. When we're setting everything else up, we're going to preheat the oven here to 350. Once that gets preheated, we'll end up putting everything in there. But for right now, just letting it heat up. You can see our bacon is almost done too. It's nice and crispy, and we'll be getting ready to put that in there along with the grease. Yep, it's going to taste really good. We're going to go ahead and add some breadcrumbs in here, about a 1/4 cup into the bowl. We'll mix that along with everything else. After we got the breadcrumbs, bread, parsley, and mushrooms in there, we're going to go ahead and add 2 eggs into the mix. So there's 1. And 2. We'll go ahead and just mix it in by hand. It works pretty good. After we're done with that, we'll go ahead then and add the bacon. So squish everything together real good. Everything will start to kind of soften up and squish down. We'll add that as our stuffing. One of the last ingredients we're going to add in here before we put the bacon is Asiago cheese. We got it nice and shredded. We're going to put in about a half of this container for right now, and we're going to leave the other half to put it on top when we bake it. So that looks pretty good for right now. Bacon that we made along with the bacon grease, and we're going to put it all in here. It's going to be a little hot, so be careful you don't splatter on yourself. Let it cool for a minute, and then you can kind of fold it in on top of everything and it'll help cool it down. And then you just kind of mix it all by hand. It's going to be a little warm, but if you kind of fold it, you'll at least get the bacon in there. If it starts to get hot, don't burn yourself. And you can see, that's going to be our stuffing for our mushrooms. Okay, so the next step we're going to do is take a portion of the stuffing and just fill it into the mushroom. You just go around, we're going to fill all of them. And if we have extras, that's good. We'll just heap more on top. So fill it up until it looks pretty good. Going around. Alright, so then one more step after this is you just take some olive oil and just kind of drizzle it over the top of everything. It's a little too much. It's nice and light. And if you get a little bit, that's okay. just help everything kind of cook. Just nice and easy. Probably use less than a quarter cup just over everything. And then take your Asiago cheese that you have left over, sprinkle it over the top. Some people like a little more Asiago than others, but I think this works pretty good. We're going to cover it in foil then, and we'll bake it for about 30 minutes or so at 350. Okay, we baked it for about 30 minutes. You can see it's pretty much all done, nice and melted with the cheese and everything else. So there you go. So now we have our stuffed mushrooms with a little bit of lemon, and then you can just serve that. Tastes delicious. Thanks for watching.